Good morning, students. Am I audible? Okay. So 19 students joined. Let's wait for 2-3 minutes and we'll start the class. Okay. Let me share my screen. If the screen is visible,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. So we'll last class also we studied a bit about depreciation. So we'll continue this topic and we'll end this topic by today itself. Okay. What is depreciation? What are its causes? Then you can say what are the different methods we can find the depreciation. We'll come to we'll close this topic by today itself in two classes. Okay. Any confusion from last classes? Confusion or doubt? 23 students joined. Okay, I think we can start our class. I'll allow till 9:30. Huh? CR inform. If CR is in the group, please inform. And I'll allow students only till 9:30. Okay, let's continue. Basically, depreciation. If you see the Carter defines. He was the person who defines depreciation is the gradual and permanent decrease in the value of an asset for any cause. So there is a decrease in the value of an asset due to any cause. Means by the time cost of the product is decreasing. Okay, or if you see in terms of accounting point of view, it is an annual charge reflecting the decline in value of an asset due to cause such as wear and tear, action of elements, obsolescence. These are the reasons. If you see, due to wear and tear, due to its decreased value in the market, there is a depreciation in any product. You can say product, property, anything. Okay, let's move next. Now, what are the causes of depreciation? Results from friction, resistance, and chemical reaction. So, if you see this wear and tear part, let me note. If you see the wear and tear part, this happens in machines. Okay, or you can see cars, trucks. So, if your truck, if you have purchased a truck and you have this truck has run for 30 years, so there will be some wear and tear, right? So there will be some friction, resistance, or chemical reaction there may be. Okay, so this isn't just I just gave an example of truck. You can take any example. Then next is depletion. Decrease in the value of the assets such as oil wells, mines, forest. It for in If you take an example of forest, if it has 50 or 150 trees in 2001, now it may be 50 trees left. So there may be a depletion due to this rainstorm, or some people have cut out the trees. Okay, mines, you can say, at one point of time, mines was giving you 4 ton, 5 ton coals, but after some time, if you extract all the coal, you won't get that much of coal again, right? This is There's a kind of depletion. You can take an example of depletion. Then obsolescence. The assets getting out. Why students are leaving? I won't allow if I lock the meeting, okay? Students are coming and going. These assets getting out of use due to new invention and loss of demand due to change in technology. Next is lapse of time. The value of the asset goes down whether utilized or not. So if you have purchased a vehicle and you have not used for 2 to 3 years or many years, its value will be decreased with the passage of time, because daily in market there are new vehicles are getting invented day by day. So basically these are the causes of depreciation. Now to find the method, means how can you find you can find depreciation by different methods. So these are the some methods: straight line method of depreciation, declining balance method, sum of years budget method, sinking fund method, and service output method. So we'll discuss all the methods one by one. Okay, so we'll start with straight line method of depreciation. In this method of depreciation, a fixed sum is charged as depreciation amount throughout the lifetime. So you suppose in this method, what we assume that this much amount is decreasing year by year throughout the lifetime of that asset or property or a vehicle. At the end of the life of an asset, the accumulated sum of the asset is exactly equal to the purchase value of the asset. Suppose if I give you an example of this, suppose you have purchased a machine of 20,000 rupees in 2001, and with the time, with for, 2001 you have in 2001 you have purchased a machine of 20,000 rupees, small machine. So with from 2001 to 2010, years, there a fixed amount has been fixed, like you are saving 5,000, 5,000. So if you fix amount at the end, when the machine will be means your machine is no more can give you the service. So that is the lifetime of that machine. So at the end of the at the end of the lifetime of that asset, that accumulated sum, the fixed amount you have saved, that will be exactly equal to the purchase value of the asset. In this method, there is an assumption that inflation is absent. Inflation means we are assuming that there is no rise in price in these years. There is no change in price of that machine in the lifetime of that machine. So this is the basic formula to find the depreciation. Capital P is first cost of the asset, the principal cost you can say, or the cost of the asset you have purchased for the first time. F is salvage value of the asset. Salvage value means when you sell that value, how much money you are getting. You can also say resale value. N is the life of the asset. BT is the book value of the asset at the end of the period, time T1. Depreciation amount for the time period you can find by this method. Okay, you see the formula, you can write also, you can take a screenshot also if you want. Go through this formula once. Go through this, all of you go through this formula. Dt equals to P minus F by N. So you can find, if you know the P value, that is the first cost of the asset, and if you know the salvage value of the asset and lifetime of the asset, you can find the directly depreciation value. or then you can find the book value also. So basically book value is the value of an asset according to its balance sheet account balance, you can say. So the value you are saving, the fixed amount you are saving, the fixed charges you are saving at the end of each year. So what is the value of that asset at the in your accounting book, you can say. Now this is the depreciation. So you can find the book value on, suppose you need book value on fifth year. So you can find book value I minus 1 minus dt, or in place of dt you can place this formula also. To find the book value, the formula is b I minus 1 minus dt, and in place of dt you can replace this part also. So they have replaced p minus f by n. So let's see a problem based on this method. Okay. So a company purchased a machinery of rupees 8,000. So company has purchased the machinery for rupees 8,000. Okay. The useful life, so this will be your P value. This will be your capital P. The useful life of the machinery is 10 years. So your N will be N. And the estimated salvage value of the machinery at the end of the lifetime is 800. That is your F, right? This is your F. Determine the depreciation charge and book value at the end of the various year using the straight line. So various year means N is lifetime 1. So you have to find the depreciation 0 to N. Okay. Let's see how to find. Let me add students. Okay. See, these are the givens. P 8,000, F 400. So you can find the depreciation P minus F by N. So P is 8,000, F is 400. Oh, there's a mistake. Okay. Wait. What was in the question? Okay. So there is a mistake here. It is 800. Okay. This is not 400. This will be 800. So make correction. So this will be 800. So 8,000 minus 800 divided by 10. So this is your depreciation value. Now you can find the rate of depreciation dt by p into 100. That means the depreciation out of the total cost into 100 you can find, uh, you can also find rate of depreciation. This was not given in the formula there, but you can find the rate of depreciation by dividing depreciation divided by the initial amount, or you can say principal amount, multiplied with 100. You can find, you can get what is the rate of depreciation every year. 9%. Now this is the rate of depreciation. Depreciation will be same. As we know, this is a fixed amount till you at the end of each year. So it will be from 0 year, from the initial year there won't be any depreciation because you have purchased the equipment. Book value will be same, 8,000. Then at the end of the first year depreciation will be same. Now book value will be 8,000 minus 720, this much. Okay, then at the end of the 2 years, this minus what is the book value at the end of the second year? 7280, and depreciation is 720. So you just 8,000 minus this, you will get this. This minus 720, you will get this. This minus 720, you will get this. Like this, it will go till here. Now, if you see book value, this is equal to nothing but salvage value. Yes or no? So that was the solution of the question number 1. Any confusion from this part? Any confusion from this part? Okay, hope no confusion. Then I'll move to the next question. A machine costing rupees 24,000 was purchased on 1st December 1985. So this will be your P value. The installation and erection charges were rupees 1000 and its useful life is 10 years. So your N will be 10. The scrap value of the machine at the end of the useful life is this. So this is your F. Compute the depreciation and the book value for the period 6. So they have life was 10 years, but they have asked you to find out the depreciation or book value for the period of 6. That means for 6th year. Now see, now our P will change because this was the cost of machine. There was some installation charge also. This will also include in P. Okay. So this will also include in P. This is the P, cost of machine plus installation charge. So this is initial P. Now F is 5000, N is 10 years. So with the help of P minus F by N, you can find the depreciation. Book value also you can find with the formula. That's P minus T, P minus F by N. So this is the formula. T here, the time for which you have been asked to find out the book value. So if they have asked you for a period of 6, so instead of T, here will be 6. You can also find with the help of table also. Earlier we have found, right? For 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Find out. Everyone find out. In the next class, in today's class, I'll ask you to show me in your copy, one by one. Everyone found out. Are you getting this point or not? This is the they have directly found out from the formula. You can also find out with the help of table. 0, depreciation, then book value. Everyone do it. Check you are getting this 13,000 or not. Am I clear? Am I clear? 41 students are there. No one is responding. Am I clear? Am I clear? Where you have doubt? Fiba, where you have doubt? Roll number 84. What is your doubt? Unmute yourself and let me know. Otherwise, I'll move to the next question. You have see here they have found out the depreciation for the 10 years. Depreciation for the first year was 8,000. And for the next 10 years they have found out the depreciation, but in this formula they have asked you to find out the depreciation for 6th year, but they directly used 6th in place of a t and found out. You can also find out the depreciation for 6th year with the help of by this table also. So I am asking you to find out the depreciation and book value in this method, and find out that this book value at the end of the 6th year you are getting is similar to this value or not. Understood? Anyone has confusion? So do it and show me in the next class. I'll allow everyone to share the screen and show me. Well, if anyone have doubt, ask me. Then otherwise, I'll move to the next topic. If I understood, Fiba understood. Okay. What about others? Doubt? Hope you don't have doubt. Now next, let's move to the next method, decline balance method. A constant percentage of book value of the previous period of the asset will be charged as the independent amount for the current period. So there will be a constant percentage of book value of the previous period of the asset, and this will be charged as the independent amount for the current period. The book value at the end of the life of the asset may be not exactly equal to the salvage value of the asset. The books are in straight line method, we saw that the book value was exactly equal to the salvage value of the asset. But in decline balance method, this the book value may not be similar to the salvage value of the asset. And in this method, what we do, a constant percentage of book value from the previous period. Suppose there are five, like five, n is 5. So for to find out the book value for fifth year, so we'll, what we'll do, we'll save a percentage of book value from the of the previous period of the asset. Will be, it will be charged as in the, okay. Let's do a numerical, then you'll understand. Again here, P will be the first cost of the asset, F will be the salvage value, N book value of the asset at the end of the period T, D is the depreciation amount at the end of the T. But there is one more term will be added, a fixed percentage. Okay, we'll consider a fixed percentage. Rest is the same, but there is a difference. A fixed percentage will be will consider in decline balance method. So these are the formula for declining balance method. You can find the depreciation with per constant percentage into BT minus 1, and you can find the book value with the same formula, BT minus 1 minus DT, or you can replace this BT minus 1 with this formula. See how I got 1 minus K. So this is equal to, they have replaced BT with, okay, these are the basic, these are the formula to find out the depreciation or book value in terms of depreciation, in terms of percentage. So these are the more formula. Now if the K is equals to 2 by N, if your capital K, that is your a fixed percentage is 2 by N, then it is called as double declining balance method. If your K is 2 by N, then it is called as double decline method. Let's see numerical. The Glaxo company has purchased a machine for rupees 1,50,000. The plant engineer estimates that the machine has a useful life of 10 years. So your P is 1,50,000, N is your 10 years, and a salvage value of 25,000 at the end of the useful life. After 10 years, if you sell it, you get it 25,000. Demonstrate the calculations of the declining balance method of depreciation by assuming 0.2 for K. So they have given the value of K. So with the using the formula dt is equal to K into B minus 1, you can find the depreciation. And for the book value, you can find BT minus 1 minus DT. So this is the, so life is at 0 to 10. Again for first year, there won't be a depreciation. Book value will be 1,50,000. So first year, in the first year, see, if you see, if you compare from straight line method and decline method, depreciation is not same, it is decreasing a, some percentage of the book value. So basically 30,000 is nothing but 0.2% of 1,50,000. 0.2% of 1,50,000 will be 30,000. Now again 0.2% of 1,20,000 will be 24,000, like that. So depreciation is your a fixed percentage. Understood or not? So in this method, depreciation is a fixed percentage of, you can say fixed percentage of book value. You can get the depreciation in decline method with a fixed percentage of book value. So this depreciation are nothing but a fixed percentage which is given to us as 0.2. 0.2 of book value. So 1,50,000 is a book value at the end of 0 year. Now after 1 year, depreciation will be 0.2 of 1,50,000. So you will get 30,000. Now at the end of 2 year, depreciation will be 0.2 of book value. That will be 24,000. Understood or not? What is decline method? Am I clear? Any doubt? See, in the exam, don't let me. So, okay. So, see, in this method, if you see that, okay, I'll repeat it once. Decline balance method is that you can find, if you see, don't, if this sentence is a bit complicated, if you see, so if you uh, read it in a simple way, so depreciation is a, you can get depreciation with a fixed percentage of book value. A constant percentage of book value of the previous period of the asset will be charged as independent amount for the current period. Okay, let's read the line. The constant percentage of book value of the previous period of the asset will be charged as the independent amount of for the current period. So basically, depreciation you can find K into book value. Book, see, DT BT minus 1. Suppose you are finding the depreciation for fifth period. So how will you find? You will find with K, which is a fixed percentage, into BT minus 1. That means B will be 5 minus 1. That will be B4. So depreciation will be a fixed percentage of the previous book value. Understood or not? This T, if this, okay, let's take an example. This T is 6. So D6 will be K into B. 6 minus 1 will be 5. Got it? So basically depreciation is a multiplication of fixed percentage of book value, previous book value. Is all understood or not? If you see the numerical, all the data are given. You can find the depreciation K into BT minus 1. For the first year, your depreciation was 0. Book value will be same as P. So 1,50,000. 50,000 is the book value. Now to find the depreciation for 1 year, D1, you can say D1. What was the formula? K into it was B1 T minus 1, right? 1 minus 1. It will be B0. D1 is equals to K into B0. What is B0 here? It is 1,50,000 and K was given to us 0.2. So 0.2 into 1,50,000. So it will be 30,000. So your D1, that means this D1. Let me note once again. So this is your D1. So D1 is 30,000. Now let's move to the D2. If you move to the D2, D2 is equals to K into B 2 minus 1. There was T minus 1, right? So 2 minus 1. So D2 will be K into B1. And what was our B1? B1 was 1,20,000. K is your 0.2 into 1,20,000. So if you do zero point 0.2 into 1,22,000, you will get 24,000. D2, this is your D2. Understood or not? Understood or not, Hisol? Any others? Any doubt? Okay. Now let's see another problem. Calculate the depreciation and book value for the period 5 using the decline balance method of depreciation by assuming 0.2 for K and rupees 1,20,000 for P and salvage value 10,000. The useful life is, so P is 1,20,000 is given, F is 10,000 given, N is 10 years and 2. So they have asked you to find out the depreciation and book value for fifth period. So to find the depreciation, it was like K into, for fifth, for if you need to find for fifth period, so it will be B will be 4. To find the D5, you should know B4. What will be the B4? So for to find the B4, what you can do? Let's see. Using the formula dt k minus, okay, there was one more formula to find out the dt, so we can use this formula also. So we know the k value, we know the p value, so we can use this formula. So k was 0.2, 1 minus again 0.2, p was given to us 5, so 5 minus 1 into this is our depreciation value. The book value we can find again 1 minus k t into p. So this is the this formula you can also use to find out the depreciation and book value at any period of time. Okay. Rest two methods we'll study in the next class. All of you can write your roll number for this class. Don't leave the class. Let me take the screenshot of the participant list. Okay. All of you write your roll number for this class. Okay, those who wrote their roll number can leave. Join after 5. I'll let you know in the group, then join the class. Okay. All of you wrote their roll number. Okay. Thank you.